Gee, this is not gonna be. That took a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy. There we go, Gia. Oh. Jesus. That took way more energy than it needed to. Woo. So we are about to start going downhill. We made it to 8,650 feet. We're going to drop to 6,750 feet.
Are you moving or what?
And then Alamogordo, 4,335 feet. I'm good. Coming up on the tunnel. This is why we use the GPS of the largest rig, because we need to make sure that all the rigs can get under the tunnel.
17
I guess this is the faster way to get through the mountains. Going down there. Oh,
Hey, that side on the
look
right.
at that. Fun experience, just if your brakes ain't working right, you see the runoff. Look at that, y'all. I'm sure the camera's not doing it justice. for safety reasons, you all can understand why I'm not worried about zooming in or none of that. Look at that roadway. As we do the 6% grade for the next couple of miles into Alamogordo. I don't know if that's snow, water, what it is. We are 16 miles from Alamogordo. White Sands Missile Range, U.S. Army. White Sands National Park Visitor Center. Waited. White Sands. As we wait to go through the main gates, I wanted to give you a few facts about this area. The White Sands dunes fields are made out of gypsum, the same thing that drywall is made out of, sometimes called gypsum board. They are 275 square miles. Gypsum comes from the surrounding mountains. I will put a link to the video shown in the visitor center in the comments if you'd like to know more. At the beginning of this video, you saw my epic fail and first run of sledding down the sands of White Sands National Park, or sledding down the dunes. I found out a couple of things while going through talking to people. One, I need to find a steeper hill. Two, make sure you wax up your board. Now, I did wax up my board, so that wasn't the problem. The biggest thing was three, find a hill that has already been slid down and follow that track. It made it much easier. Success, or at least my version of success. I wasn't the only one that had a great time at White Sands National Park. So did Gia. Gia's experience with White Sands. So you like laying in it. That's what you're doing. It's cool. You're tired of digging. Got a big old hole there. You're gonna bury yourself. All right, I guess that's it. The sand's made out of gypsum. Just wanted you to see. Ooh, how soft it is. I'm doing a ranger walk. Sunset walk in White Sands National Park. Let's go.
It went under, or as they say, subducted under the North American plate. And that was about when the Rocky Mountain uplift occurred. And in this area, we had a huge uplifting called an irregularly shaped dome. And it stayed like that. Of course, it had lots of fractures and cracks because it was land that had uplifted. And it stayed that way for like 30 million years or so. And then, of course, the Pacific plate finally decided it didn't want to be under the North American plate as much, so it started to pull away from.
White Sands National Park. White Sands. This is another amazing adventure.
To the dune where those people are, maybe a little bit further that way, to start to watch as the sun goes down. But certainly take a look in the hole, and then I'll explain to you the relationship with the water and the sand dunes. Okay? Some of our sister parks had suffered, and we are the largest gypsum dune field in the world at a whopping 275 square miles. How many times am I going to say that tonight? Well, we could have suffered the same fate that the second largest gypsum dune field in the world suffered. That was in the mud, and of course all of the human tracks around it. And again, they dated those tracks back to 21 to 23,000 years ago. Now I can pass these around. I only have one copy of each if you want to see them.
After a beautiful sunset, it's time to head back to the KOA and on to dinner. Going to see what Mexican in New Mexico is going to be like. They said, "Si, senor." It's a mom and pop place. That is amazing.